Lucara, and I am a teacher at CNM and UNM, and I try to get involved into explaining things to people and studying things. So I am an Italian, and I moved to this country over 12 years ago. And I was asked to talk a little bit about my country of origin and lesbians wanting to move out of the United States, whether for economic reasons or for political reasons. So Italy is an interesting country that has a lot of advantages, but also some less rosy things to consider. So from the point of view of the good things, first of all, life can be relatively inexpensive, sorry, in small towns and in the provincial parts of Italy, while Rome or Milan would be actually quite expensive. There is a pretty good transportation network, so it's not necessary to have a car or to use taxis to move around, and the prices of public transportation are pretty low, also for historic political reasons. There is a public healthcare system, so particularly if one gets older in life, where you need more medical care, that can make a big difference. Although also there, if one decides to move to Italy, attention needs to be paid to where you're living. There are areas in Italy where, because there have been a lot of cuts from the government, maybe hospitals will not be so great, and areas where you can get top level assistance if needed without having to spend a euro. The euro is the currency that they use out of your pocket. From the cultural point of view, Italians are very friendly in general, and notoriously food is great. The weather is good. There are beautiful beaches and great history and landscapes. On the less rosy issues, first of all, Italy is one of the few Western countries that does not recognize in any way same-sex marriage. So that means that if a couple decides to move there and the visa is only based on the job qualifications or in other characteristics of one person, it could be not as easy for the spouse of the same sex to get a permit to reside. So that's one thing to consider. Another thing, apart from this aspect, from the legal point of view, there has been now for a long time full recognition and equality for people with a same-sex orientation, but not everywhere there is a full cultural acceptation. So you might have, particularly in the South, you might have areas where people that are attracted by individuals of the same sex, they might be seen with that traditional derision or dislike that we would see more 30 years or 40 years ago in this country. So basically, in conclusion, I would say Italy can be a great place to go, but one needs to make some specific research to understand and to make sure that they are in a place where, both from the point of view of public support, infrastructure, and cultural acceptance, as a lesbian, you can have a great life.